gosh. Oh my gosh. Hi. We're back, bitch. Hi. Did you enjoy last week's episode? I did. Anyway, it's a new week here. Hi, this is your moment to give this podcast 5 stars and write a really nice review. Look at me doing it at the top of the episode like I'm supposed to. It's written in every single fucking outline I do, but I always forget to do it because I start talking shit. And then I forget that I'm supposed to be like, marketing and like that. This is bullshit. I hate it. Anyway, rate and review the podcast. Give me 5 stars. Write something. Doesn't have to be nice. Just write something. I really don't care. I have a dog that needs to get through college. Also, I'm moving. Hi, a bitch is moving. A bitch is leaving the nest. And I don't know if you're a listener, if you're the kind of person who moves a lot. I like to move a lot. A bitch stays moving. And when I move, I get rid of about 50% of what I own. I like the feeling of starting anew, afresh, if you will. And I'm not a hoarder. I don't like clutter. I like minimalism. I don't like to see chucherías on the counter. I don't like that shit. I don't like gifts that are just things. I would rather you buy me a Reese's cup than buy me like a stupid little something to sit on a shelf. What am I gonna do with that? What am I gonna do? Shove it up my ass? I might. But the point is, I'm in the process of cleaning out my home, and I've been in this same space for 3 years, which is the longest I've been in any place in my adult life. And one thing I didn't anticipate with my moving obsession with getting rid of everything is drag. And the amount of shit that I have accumulated that I'm like, wait, I can't get rid of the hot dog outfit because one day there's going to be a gig and they're going to say, BB, can you be a rhinestone hot dog? And I'm going to be like, say less. Get my thigh highs and the hot dog. I don't know. I'm struggling with that. But I have taken a break from my purging to sit for this episode. I am so excited for today's guest. Today we have, all the way from Houston, Texas, Miss Reign LaRue. Hello.
Hello. I'm all the way from Texas, virtually. We're just
Virtually, darling.
hanging out.
How are you? How is your day? How is things?
Um, I am a bit of a night owl, so I don't ever wake up before noon.
Girl.
Today, different. And I had some errands to run, so I'm just getting home, and the weather is a nice little 70 degrees over here.
Oh my gosh.
But I would rather be in California, but I'm here in Texas.
California has her moments. Right now it's like in the 50s and it's cloudy and gross, but like most of the year it's perfect.
Right. Yeah, no, I hear that all the time, how perfect the weather is in LA. And honestly, I mean, I've gone twice and I've experienced it for myself, and I'm like, the bitches were not lying. They didn't
No.
lie. The fucking weather here is nice.
It's crazy how you can just breathe outside.
Not Texas. Literally, you go to iPhone and you go to like the weather and it says it literally there's sometimes a warning about like bad air in or like I don't know. Have you ever seen that warning on your phone?
We get that sometimes here with all the pollution.
Okay. I thought we were the only ones. I'm like, Texas is so rotted.
No, especially if there's fires. That's the other thing. The sky will be orange and they will say, do not go outside. Because
I
the air is like, you can see the ash floating in the air.
There's pros and cons to everything.
Yes. And we get earthquakes. We just had one of those
Oh,
yesterday.
yesterday.
Oh, baby.
Oh no. Were the wigs shaking? Stilettos moving?
No, it was just my ass clapping. I was walking down the hallway. That's what caused the earthquake.
Oh my God. No, I don't know what I would do in that situation.
Honestly, most of the time, I'll be honest with you, I don't even notice it until I like open Twitter or Facebook and everyone's like, earthquake, earthquake. But like, there was one that happened like a week ago, and I was sitting at home on the couch, and I had just gotten home, and I sat down, and like seconds later, everything just went,
Oh my
and I was
God.
like, oh, that was an earthquake.
On the first floor of anything?
Oh, I live on the first floor.
Okay. Because I'm like second, third floor, you might just be like, is the building collapsing? But I mean, over here we get floods.
That
Floods.
sounds awful.
Yeah. I mean, they happened. They don't happen often, but when they do happen, it's kind of fucking tragic.
I used to live in Texas as a kid, and I remember like water snakes being a thing when it gets hot and rainy.
Mm. Flies, mosquitoes are a
Mm.
bit. Oh, it's bad.
The skeeters.
Oh,
Ugh.
girl. Yeah, yeah, oh, yeah, yeah. A lot of
But
the off sales are up over here.
but you know what? You could just do what all the queens do. You get really famous and just move to LA.
Oh, the dream, the dream.
All the girls. I'll be like, oh, you got on TV. You got yourself a cute little apartment in West Hollywood, bitch.
Yeah.
Okay, work.
I'm a little West Hollywood. I remember it was DragCon weekend 2022, 23. I can't remember. Um, I don't remember much because was very heavily intoxicated,
Oh,
but the time
good.
spent in Little Miss West Hollywood was fun. I remember cramming into this like Tesla model, which I don't know why it was listed on Uber XL because it definitely was not XL. And I don't know if you see me visually, I'm not a small person, and neither is my partner. So us cramming into that Tesla at the end of a drunken night in West Hollywood is forever engraved in my head.
Well, you know what they say, a Hollywood medium is actually a West Hollywood extra large. So
Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
makes sense.
It's like the extra large in America is like I think the in Australia their small is like uh
Oh, yeah.
the what is it? The ratios over there are a lot different than what they are over here.
Oh, yeah. China, ordering anything from like a China based clothing person, I'm like a 3X and it still won't fit.
God damn. Well then I must be like a 10x. Oh my.
Girl, I was like, wait. I'm like a 5'5" at the time. I was like extra small in US men's shirts, like to the point where I was too small to buy shirts in the store.
Uh,
And I tried to buy something from them and I was a large.
oh wow.
I have
Well,
never been so humbled.
I'm big and juicy over here, so I'm always in the X's. I don't think I've ever been out of an X.
But you know what though? You I we're going to let's just talk about the drag because she does know her proportions.
Do well, yes. Well,
She
yeah.
said, "Yes, well, yes." Because I'm like having these conversations with queens all the time and I'm like, "Okay, you need to have a waist, you need to have hips, you need to make sure them shoulders match them hips, and you can't just wear any old type of hair with any sort of outfit. It
Yeah.
needs to, you know,
Bitch. Hair with sequin, nightmare.
no way.
Nightmare, night. Human hair, synthetic hair, any hair on sequin is a nightmare waiting to happen.
Yes. I
Yeah.
did I have this like outfit that's like it's like that waxy denim that's like metallic.
Mhm.
And I tried to do a tearaway with it, and I was wearing like a long synthetic hair, and I threw it back, and because it had like snaps on the side, so I just threw it behind me, and I thought that shit hit the floor. She was just hanging in the wig for like the next 30 seconds of my number. I had no idea she was there.
Joined the number, okay? She became a part of the act.
She did. She took 10% of my fee too.
Speaking of, proportions, I would like to let it be known that I actually don't pad. Um, I was just
Really?
I was just given a very feminine shape. I often get clowned for it back here home, like, oh, you're so lucky, or you don't have to fucking pad.
Wow. Wait, I've never clocked that.
I wear like 5 layers of tights just to kind of smooth everything out as if I am wearing the pads. And I just, every now and then I put on a little cincher, but rarely. No, it's just my God-given body.
Wow.
Yeah, no pads here.
No BBL, no none of that.
None of it. No. Literally, if you, I would have to show a picture of my mother, but I have my mother's figure.
That is sickening.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the drag undergarment police. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
what kind of hip pads are those,
Yeah.
baby?
God,
Cottage cheese. What is this? What are we doing here?
do
I
you,
could not clock.
who do you have pads from?
I use a body pod from the drag stop.
Gotcha. Yeah, yeah, that she's popular.
She's sickening, and every time I would see somebody and be like, "Girl, your padding is so fierce," she'd be like, "Oh, it's a body pod." So I
Love.
used to make my own pads, and I would make them for other girls too. And finally, I was like, "I need the body pod," and since then, I have not turned back.
I tried on a pair one time. They were like a good 2 inch. and it just looked like ridiculous to me. Obviously, like there'd probably be some times in drag where I could give an accentuated body, but for the most part, I was like, this is too much.
I like I wear I think I also wear I don't know if it's a 1 inch or a 2 inch, but I wear the smaller ones because I don't want to have like a super exaggerated shape. I just want someone to be like, oh, I see, because I cinch really hard too, so I get like a little bit of help from the corset.
Gotcha.
Like I can't just like I don't feel comfortable wearing pads without like a corset.
I pray for all the queens in the summer wearing pads because that shit is ugh. I've had
Oh God.
local friends or local queens that go the summer without padding because it's ridiculous. The Texas heat, we go over 100. It's like 110, 112.
Yeah, I tried that last summer, and I went through my like shaving my legs and wearing little dresses and oiling up my legs. And
Mhm.
then I was humbled by a video that someone took of me from the audience, and I said, "No, we're wearing pads from now on.
The
Thank
wrong
you."
ages. Fuck them.
I saw it. It was like the corset, and then
Yeah.
like a little, the dip, the biological male dip that happens, and then just tree trunk. And I thought, this isn't my fantasy. I can't. I need
They're
to do it.
all the footage.
Burn the footage. I still posted the footage on my TikTok because it was a really great
I'm sure I'm
performance.
sure it was great content.
Yeah, it was great. Nobody really cares but me. But, you know, I
Right. And
love, I'm noticing a lot of girls lately not wearing titties. And if you don't have anything like, going on here, I don't want to see the flat titty. I don't,
I mean, I come from Texas where a lot of the drag is so old school sometimes. So that's common here, breasts and pads and all that stuff. I don't really think no breasts is a trend yet in Houston. And if it is, I haven't noticed it. Maybe it's different where
well,
you are.
I think a lot of it here is like skinny, like twinks in
Mm.
like flat human hair units just sort of walking around to like an Ariana Grande song.
No, Troye Sivan. All the Troye Sivan
It's Troye Sivan in a wig,
coming out.
and it's very like, oh, I'm just skinny, and I'm like, you barely tucked. Like, what are you doing,
Oh, anybody that comes up to me is talking about skinny. I'm like, me too.
girl? But then I feel bad being like, oh, because all drag is valid, but like some of it's valid, but it's also ugly. Like you can be ugly and valid at the same time.
Spill it. Speak on it.
I just, I love like the pageantry, especially like you coming from Texas drag. You girlies down there, you know how to do capital D drag, and I
The
love that.
drag. I'm often not a gown girly, but this week I unlocked my gown era and I'm
Ooh,
hating it. I'm
really?
at a point in my career where I can like comfortably there's like levels to drag. There's like where you got to pay your dues and you got to show them what you are or like who you are, and you got to dance or you got to be quirky and funny and pull out all the gimmicks and really like stamp your way in, right? And then there comes a time where they're like, "Oh, well, I know what she can do, and she's already paid her dues locally, and she's a great MC, and she's a socialite." Blah blah blah. Like I feel like that's where I am. So
Yes.
I can kind of do the gown without feeling because like I do love performing and I do love a little shimmy, but the gown era is also nice because you
Gowns are fierce.
just be beautiful and get paid for it.
Yes. And I go to a lot of pageants. Sorry, I'm just choking on a large word.
The California air.
Yeah. I'm verklempt, as Wendy Williams would say. Um, a lot of the formers, when they do their like step down numbers, they just stand there in a gown and take money.
And there's a line.
Baby, I was telling my boyfriend about I was how like I went to Continental this year, and when I tell you the line down, and people just well you'll just take money and people will just walk forward in the line one by one. It's fierce.
Church offerings, like it's just crazy.
I love it.
Tommy Ross, Giselle
Yes.
DeMarco, Mimi Marks. Yeah, those girls really know how to rack up a line at a pageant.
Ugh, that's goals.
Literal goals.
So you started drag in 2017.
I did. Yeah. Oh my
That was the
God.
same year I started.
Oh wow.
So we're both just gonna wear gowns and do park and barks from now on, I think.
I mean, bitch, I am not mad at it. My feet could use the break. My knees could use the break. I save
Girl,
I save all my dancing for brunch.
you know, I'm the funny girl, so I just do like really great spoken word and just sort of walk around and do some hairography. I'm not really doing a whole lot.
Yeah, I mean, I just love a good little one too every now and then.
Oh, I know. I have seen the
Yeah,
footage.
yeah, I mean, it's a lot. And I'm doing too much for my big body, but I'm still forcing it while I can.
Yeah, you might as well. We're still young.
Using my vessel while she's workable.
Yeah, and then you can do like the Dina Cass, where she just wears a big ass headpiece and just stands there and everybody worships. That's the
But
goal.
as I have the craziest memory of her because I worked my last gig that I worked prior to COVID was with Dina Cass. And we were
Oh.
backstage in San Antonio, Texas. And she checks the news regularly. Like she's a news girly. I'm not a news girly because
Mm-mm.
I hate facing the reality of the world. So I don't look at news. But she was looking at the news and she was like, Dina has a very distinct voice.
Yes.
I'm not gonna her to like, make fun of her. But in her voice, imagine she was like, that's it. We're getting shut down. America is going. And I was like, what is she talking about? And that was so foreign at the time. Like the world shutting fuck. Here I am, a lash and a fucking human hair wig trying to do my best. And she was just shouting it in the back. We're going down, y'all. That's it. Florida just shut down. We're next. And I was like, okay, wait, she's kind of scaring me. And no lies were told because the next morning, COVID was like full on here. And I live with that memory now of Dina Cass telling me that the world was shutting down.
I love it because I'm just imagining her and her voice. She
She was
has that like Florida lady like that.
poor drag, earrings, breasts, just like, that's it, y'all. We're next. They got Florida. And I was like, what the fuck is she talking about? So
Oh
yeah,
my gosh. That is crazy. And now she's in Chicago at the Badam.
the Chicago Baton. I was just there in October.
Oh my god, I love the baton.
My daughter competed in Continental New.
Oh yes, a newcomer. Okay, so I was there for Continental as a dresser for Noel, and he won Mr. Continental. So now that my daughter won, my sister, I don't know, we changed titles, but now that he's a national title holder, now I'm like, well, bitch, I want my national title.
Have you stepped into pageantry?
I'm about to go to Miss Comedy Queen in like a month.
Okay, okay, okay. I mean, coming from Texas, you would think by now I would have done something, but in my 7 years, I still have yet to do any pageant.
Why? I think you would slay.
It's a lot of work, and I guess I've gotten so caught up in my gigs, my nightly gigs. I put all my attention and focus there. I mean, drag is what I do. It's my 9 to 5. So all of my energy, all of my day goes into planning what I'm wearing, what I'm doing. So I haven't made room or time to even think about a pageant, although I'm asked about it every day.
I think I think there is a system for you, and I
Which
think, well, let's see. Well,
there's so
let me think.
I love all of them for different reasons.
Yeah, same. I think Gay America would be really great because they're really creative and you can also like, show some of like the Texas like the big life-size drag and like the gowns.
Mhm.
EOI is a little more like you're dressed as a marshmallow, you
Mhm.
know. Obviously Comedy Queen is basically like EOI but everything has to be funny.
Mhm.
Continental is very like sophisticated, elegant, like soft. And that's not very me. Nope.
And there's US of A, Texas, which is
Oh
more.
yeah.
Is it bigger in Texas? It might be bigger in Texas.
Everything is famously.
Everything is bigger in Texas.
Allegedly.
US of A is probably my favorite of all of them just because of how, and when I say dirty, I don't mean dirty in a bad way. I mean dirty and just like nasty, like the dirty game that the girls play when it comes to gowns and when it
Mm,
comes to the talents. Like they drop every coin that they have to lay it on the floor. And US of A is one of the, I think it's just so cunt. It's so
yes.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's always a good time at US of A.
I love it. I went to the Miss Continental prelim, and it was like a straight man watching a football game. You were
Oh,
clocking the dolls.
the funniest, okay, speaking of watching sports, I invited my mother to my drag race viewing party. And she was so amazed by how into it the crowd would get for the runways. Like there's a cheer,
Oh yes.
there was a gag, they would go up and go crazy. If they didn't like it, there was a boo. And she was like, y'all watching Drag Race is like your dad watching the Super Bowl. Like it's the equivalent to that. And I'm like, literally, yep,
Yeah.
that's gays do love their drag.
We watch that like that. We watch the Real Housewives like that. We have our things.
I'm not a real housewife girl.
Oh, it's so fierce.
I'm really bad when it comes to TV. People are like, "What do you do with your free time?" And I'm like, um, just stare into the fucking air, the walls
Just dissociate, go nonverbal, take an edible.
all the time. Yeah, I don't really watch much TV. My partner does. My partner watches a shitload of shows, and I mean, he's watching the fucking new show every other day.
I
But yeah,
try to do that, but I usually stick to like my housewives because I love
mhm.
the housewives, and like reality competitions. Like I'm watching Traders right now. That's really good. And
Traders.
oh, it's so good.
What's the premise of it?
So it's this season is they take a bunch of reality stars from other TV shows. So there's a
Okay.
couple housewives, there's some Big Brother people, there's Survivor people, there's a guy from The Bachelor, and they put them in a castle, and basically a handful of them are secretly nominated as traitors, and each night they have to plot to kill one of the other people in the house to eliminate them.
Oh wow.
Meanwhile, everybody else in the house is trying to figure out who the traitors are and eliminate them.
A lot of mind games.
Yes, very messy, very, very secretive, very much lies and deception, which is like my favorite activity.
Could it be could it be like um is it like Clue? Like the game
Kind
Clue?
of, it's a little murder mystery. It's very Clue.
Okay, cool. What
Yes. So I do want to talk about the drag origins because you started in 2017. I also started in 2017. My first night performing was like an open stage amateur night, and I did a Caswell song dressed as a cheeseburger. So plain Jane wishes.
girls not the burger.
I still have the burger somewhere. And one day I keep saying I'm gonna like revamp the number and make like a really nice gown burger thing and redo it, but maybe
Did
later.
Spirit or was it from Target? Where was the burger from?
Oh, Gorge, it was from Walmart.com.
Smart.
And I had to cut the little things here and I put Velcro so I could tear away to an even shittier outfit underneath. It was great.
I also have the same experience. My first time was at a an open local talent night. I wore no lashes
Fierce.
because I forgot them at home, or no tights. I had no tights on, and I wore this like Forever 21 leotard, with this like flat and not no hate at all, but I was wearing let's stay away from the word flat. Let's use unstyled wigs and
Yes.
hair, and I won
You know,
with no lashes and no tights, and I won.
I still have yet to win anything in drag.
Hmm.
One day.
Yeah, well, you all compete. It's like you all go, you do your own thing, and then they all bring you back for final lip sync. And I was the winner of that lip sync. And you know who I won against?
Who?
The heavyweight champ herself, Mistress Isabel Brooks.
Wow. Dog walk that bitch.
So she was so mad. She was like, "This bitch with no lashes and this unstyled wig is winning the lip sync," and I did. I won it. It was crowd vote,
Ooh, let the
and
audience vote.
it was. You know how it's like. There's always that one girl, and she's like terrible drag but great performer.
Yeah.
In 17, that was me.
Wow. I kind of had the, like, no, I wasn't a good performer either. I was gonna say no, my drag was shitty, but no, I was like shitty drag. And I remember in the number, I had a cheeseburger that I took a bite of at the end of the number, and I took a bite of it, and then one of my wig hairs got caught in the bite, and I swallowed. So I had like a wig hair that I had swallowed, but was still attached to the wig, and it was like pulling.
That's the worst. I've actually had that happen to me a couple of times, and I start gagging.
It's really scary because all you can do is just like break it and then just swallow, like drink water or something to swallow the hair.
I'm like naturally clearing my throat right now, just thinking about the times.
Yeah. That was
Oh,
rough. I didn't start to get really like honestly, I think during COVID just sitting at home and just being bored and doing getting into drag to make videos and things, I think that was how I got really like polished with makeup and everything.
did you go through like the live shows on social media through COVID times?
Oh
Like,
girl, I sure did.
yeah, that was a weird time. I made some good money on those live shows.
I I don't remember if I did. I don't think I did. I'm not like a that wasn't gonna be suited for my aesthetic. That wasn't. Mm-mm.
I mean, drag has been my livelihood since like 2019. So when COVID happened, I was like, bitch, what the fuck am I gonna do? So I was
Yeah.
like once a week, just like racking in some sort of income.
That was crazy. I really should have just like gone live and I just didn't know enough and I was like I had a day job that was still paying us, so I was just like let me just sit at home and just relax.
Do you have a day job now?
I don't.
You don't. Yeah, I haven't had a day job since 2018.
Damn.
Girl, I would hate to wake up. Like I said in the beginning, I don't wake up before noon. I'm like such a grouch. So I can't even begin to think about the times where I was waking up so fucking early. Those days were horrible.
Just to go and sit somewhere with people you don't even like for hours.
Absolutely.
Mm-mm.
I worked at a childcare center and I was one of the only males amongst like five other middle-aged ladies. And they were, I don't know if they're listening, but if they are listening, we're fucking cool. There was one nice one. I did like her, but the others were just so catty.
Yeah,
And
bitchy old ladies. Ugh.
yeah, the boss, well, I'm getting too personal here. I can't just put her name out there like that. The boss was a fun time, but the ladies were, oh Lord.
And then them kids, you gotta deal with those kids. Oh, fuck them kids.
Had some rotted ass kids.
I
Rotted,
hate kids.
rotted. I will never forget her name. Her name was Lily.
Yeah, Lily, you stank bitch.
It's the Lily, the sweetest name, but my God, she made my days very long sometimes.
She's probably an adult now.
Shit. She was 4 or 5 at the time. 7 plus 5, what's that? 13, 12?
I couldn't tell you. I'm
She's a,
trying.
she's probably a preteen now.
Oh, so she's old enough to know better.
She was old enough to know better then.
Oh, a period. Yeah, I could not.
She knew what she was doing.
So, did you go to school for childcare, or did you just sort of get the gig and go with
Uh,
it?
I guess I just landed the gig. Yeah, I did go to college for 2 years, but that didn't work out. Dropped out of that. And then I worked for the YMCA. Do you know what that?
Work. Yes.
I'm like, I'm so stupid sometimes. Is that a Texas thing or is that like a
No, I think it's an everywhere thing.
okay, so the
I'm
YMCA,
assuming.
they had a childcare program that I was working for. And then through that, I landed the like actual childcare gig, which was with a school district. So I was labeled a paraprofessional.
Ooh, a parapro, honey.
Days. Yeah, far less exciting than what I'm doing now.
Yeah, but don't they treat you nicely and pay you good, don't they, at the schools?
No. Oh my God, no.
Oh,
I mean, I'll lay it out there. I was making like 12 an hour and I was doing like 8-hour days. I can't do the math, but I just know that my checks were only ever like $1,000 after taxes, and they took out like teacher retirement fund and shit like that.
nope.
So that every 2 weeks, $1,000 every 2 weeks. What was I doing when I was 23? I was like, girl, how did I survive?
I used to make when I first started working, I made $8 an hour, and I was in school, and I don't know how I did it.
Yeah. Looking back, I'm like, I was eating fucking top ramen.
Yeah, that's crazy. But now look at you, booked.
You just doing the things, yes. I am in a much better place now. Thank you, drag,
You
compared to
know
where.
what? I've been doing like the just drag thing for a couple months now, and I'm like, every month I'm like, oh shit, is this the month where I don't make it? Is this the month where I where I fail? And it's like, do you still feel that like that like scary feeling of like, oh shit, is this the end? Because here there's no job security.
Yeah, there's definitely no job security. I've kind of landed myself in a position where I am gonna be okay. I just became the show director of one of our major bars here in Houston. I'm also part of a brunch cast. So unless the venues like fire me, then I believe I'm okay, and I'm gonna knock on wood. But so
Oh
far
yes,
going good. I mean, January, it's we just started the fucking year, and I haven't had a day off since Christmas.
good job.
It's crazy over here. I some days I sit in the mirror. I mean, as much as I love drag, it's become my job. So I still there's days where I'm like, fuck, I really don't want to put makeup on today.
Oh, that's me. Like every day I do a brunch. I'm like at 7 a.m. looking in the mirror, like
And
really.
so early. That is okay. That is one thing that I do have to wake up early for. I forget about that.
But then once I get there, I'm fine.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Once the lash goes on, I'm like, ooh, there we are.
Yes. It's that like the commitment, it's the putting on the foundation that I'm like, all right, we're doing this. We're here.
Are you an eye girl first or a foundation first?
You know what? I have a lot of feelings about this conversation,
Uh-huh.
and we're going to get into that
Okay.
after the break because we're at the halfway point. Can you believe it?
Oh, that thought.
Baby, that was a deep tease. Because the girlies who listen know I got a lot of feelings about eyes first or face first. And we're going to talk about it when we come back. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with Reign LaRue. Bow, 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 bow. Hi, and welcome to the ASMR ad break. This is the soothing sound of you giving this podcast a nice review and a 5-star rating. This is you doing the same 5-star rating with a full set of acrylics. And now, here's the sensuous sound of you sharing this podcast with all of your friends. Now, here's the sound of you sharing this podcast with all your friends with a fresh set of acrylic nails. Wasn't that nice? Feel free to try it for yourself after this episode. Now back to the show. Welcome back. Hello. Good
We,
morning.
we are back.
We're back. Now
Can
before the
you hear
break.
can you hear my glass of wine?
No.
No? Oh
Right.
no.
And maybe if you blow bubbles into the wine.
I put ice in it because I like my wine really cold.
Oh, come on. Kim Zolciak.
You don't hear the ice?
No.
Okay, well let's just imagine that we'll throw some ice sounds in there or something.
Yeah, I wish we had the ambiance of the wine. That would be so nice. Um, Prior to the break, we touched on makeup.
Let's get into makeup. Let's talk about it.
So I have had girls come on here and be like, I do my eyes first.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not that girl. I do my entire foundation, highlight, contour, eyebrows, blush, like liquid blush, and then I set it. And to me, that is zero. That's like she's fresh faced. Now I do my makeup.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
Oh, I'm gonna join the group of girlies that do their
No.
eyes first. I've done both. I don't have a preference. I think that doing eyes first though is it's quicker because I can do my base really fast, like foundation, highlight, contour, setting, and then, bronzers and shit like that. That is super quick to me. I'd rather sit there for like 20 minutes and do eye work and eyebrows and make sure that looks fierce and then get that out the way and then just boom, 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 foundation.
Yeah, I mean, I do my eyebrows, everything up until like my eyebrows is maybe 10, 15 minutes tops.
Hmm.
And then cuz I draw my eyebrows in before I do my eyeshadow.
Yeah.
So, and my eyeshadow also stops like here.
Hmm.
So if I were to do my eyes first, it would be just like this part of my face because my brows go all the way up to here.
Okay, so I can see that I mean, the audience can't see, but I can see that you don't have any brows. I also don't.
Mm,
I am a no brow girly.
I love it.
But I've gotten into the tattoo brow gig for the past 2 years now.
I love the tattoo brows. I'm obsessed.
So I use them in drag and out of drag.
Oh, okay. Let me find. I'm thinking about trying them for drag purposes.
Oh, it's fierce. But see, that's why I resulted to doing eyes first because that needs to lay on like clean skin. Um,
Yeah.
I've done foundation first and like powders and shit like that, and then tried the tattoo brow, and that was a travesty. That,
Yeah,
that
that's the
didn't work.
thing.
But I
So,
mean, try it. I mean, you might. I love it because it offers you that symmetry. It gives you the base for a nice eyebrow. I really just draw the tail and just extend the tail because the tattoo brow is like a natural brow that you
yeah.
roll and then you draw the tail. They're
I'm trying
fierce.
to think because I do like the really skinny, like clown eyebrow. I've thought about using the tattoos, but it would be like thicker than I would want. I would need to get like just like a thin.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're super customizable. You can cut them if you need to. You can put makeup over it as well. Makeup over it, I mean, it works pretty good. I'm scrolling through your Instagram now. You do actually have a very thin brow.
I'm trying to clock your tattoo brow. Oh, there I see a little bit right there.
Oh yeah, like that's
See?
her.
That looks so real.
It does. I love it.
So do you
I
put them at a little bit of an angle and then just sort of trim the ends?
I leave the full tattoo on. I don't cut it. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It really just depends, I guess, on the day. But I definitely do angle it high, like a cute 90-degree angle. Before
Nice.
that, I was covering my brows and drawing them on. Oh, what a mess. But my sister, my bearded sister, Cinema LaRue, was the one that was like, you should use these tattoo brows. I use them. And I was like, oh my God, fierce, let's try it. And bitch, I fell in love.
Yeah, that was me during COVID, and I was like, well, I could go back to everyday life, but I don't want to keep the eyebrows. And I started wearing the tattoo brows, and they look better than my natural brows.
Boots, okay? I don't think I'm ever gonna have brows again.
Me either. And even some days, like, I just like to be browless. Like, I'll
Yeah.
just put on some moisturizer and push my hair back and be like, I look like the hood of a Prius, and that's
There's,
sexy.
I agree. There's some days where, you just don't give a fuck. And so I'm out there in the public. Let's say I'm at the grocery store and I'm eyebrowless with a beanie on. I look at my partner and I'm like, people are looking at me like, do they think, you catch my drift, no eyebrows
They're
beanie,
like,
like
oh my god, Gypsy Rose is free.
I
She's
wouldn't want to
here.
say it. I wouldn't want to say it. I was like, girl, they're looking at me crazy.
Well, when I first shaved them, I went. It was like during the rainy time here in LA, and we went to the grocery store, and this was during COVID. So I had a mask and a hoodie on.
Oh
So
God.
all you saw was just like. And my
Skin.
boyfriend turned to me and he goes, "You look sickly." And I was like, "Bitch, yeah,
I
but
definitely do. I do be getting sick vibes when I'm out there with no brows and a beanie.
yes." He's like, "You look sickly," and I'm like, "Did you mean sickening or what are we doing?"
No, he's like the other one.
He's like, "No, stupid." I mean,
Other one.
yes, I've since. I mean, I have such a heavy brow bone here that the shadow that gets cast over this sometimes, like people don't even notice.
I just had someone say that they hated their heavy, what you just said, and
This.
I didn't realize. Oh my God, I sound so stupid. I didn't realize that that was a problem for people that have like, that want to do drag. Like they can't like the eyeshadow sometimes
Oh yeah, it disappears.
it looks different, yeah, because of the natural features that you have.
That's why I paint so high up because I'm like, this is all gonna be covered in black. This is where my eye is in
Yeah.
drag. And from a distance, it looks normal.
Oh yeah, I always paint for the distance.
Yes.
Never paint for up close. Ooh.
Nope. No, 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 no,
I
no.
mean, I surround myself with a lot of transgender women. They bless our presence here in Texas a lot.
Mm.
And they're often like, girl, this makeup is severe. And they're sitting there with like their Miami mink lash. And I'm like,
Not the Lily Lash.
I'm sorry, ladies. Like I gotta paint for like even in brunch, even for all those straight ladies out there that are seeing drag for their first time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you the deep contour and I'm gonna give you the big eye because I look silly otherwise.
Yeah. More is more for me. I like bright white next to sharp black. I like
Mhm.
big. I love it.
Mhm. Are you a red lip girly or a nude lip girly?
I tried a red lip once, and my lips are so big naturally, and I overdraw them still, so it's just like this is all like it's 30% of my face. So
Uh-huh.
a colored lip is like intense. So I'm usually a nude pencil, like bright, like I wear the same lip combo every day. It's like brown pencil and then like a really light nude in the middle, and that's it.
Same. I'm a nude lip girly.
Oh,
Red
I
lips
love
are
it.
fun here and there, but most of the time I prefer the nude.
I also love the Lady Gaga, the atomic lip, the vinyl
I
ones. Those are sick.
I did have a time where I used those. They said like if you didn't properly store it temperature wise, they would go bad, and I didn't believe them. So I like left it in my car one day, and Texas heat ruined the lip. I tried to use
No.
I tried to use it, and it was like sticky. Like I felt like I put glue on my lips. I was like, oh no. So since then I haven't purchased it because it's often hot here.
I want to try the Maybelline version.
Oh, I did hear that they have one too.
And they have more shades. Like the Gaga ones are fierce, but they only have like 5 or 6 shades. This shade range is like every nude, every pink, every red.
Maybe I'll try it tonight.
I want to try them. I want to do a red lip for one of my categories for Miss Comedy Queen, and I want to use their red lip because it's like
Yeah,
sickening.
I bet. Yeah, no, any red shine is always so nice.
I went through an orange lipstick phase. I don't
Oh,
know if anyone here has ever experienced that level of mental illness, but orange
is that
lipstick.
is that on your Instagram? I want to see.
I bet I've archived it. I'll show you if I can find it. Let me see. Because I've been
Oh,
wearing the same nude lip for like years, but I did
I
have
love
my
a good
orange.
like. Have you ever done a pink ombre lip?
Not really. Like with a brown pencil and a pink in the middle.
So, well, I would do like okay, so I can pull up from my makeup station here. The Fenty Red in the MVP, when I use it as a liner, and then I
Oh.
put concealer in the middle, and then when you do like that like lip thing, it starts to like blend together, and the red kind of turns pink, and it's
Oh.
really pretty.
I would do that. I think what I've been doing is whenever I wear like a darker red or anything, I put the same nude lip in the middle and it just makes it look
Yeah,
less
I
intense.
love an ombre lip. It adds dimension.
Yes. Where's my archive? I know I have a picture in this hideous orange lip.
I'm scrolling.
I think it's gone. Oh my god, you're gonna get like the early drag pictures.
Right now, I'm at DragCon. I see DragCon.
Oh, there's a lot of drag con going
I
on.
see orange eyeshadow. I see orange.
Oh yeah.
You were
I
orange.
don't I don't really have the a picture of my orange lipstick fantasy. When did I wear that?
I see a lot of pinks.
Oh yes, yes, yes. Love a pinky nude.
Oh wow, I think I hit COVID. I hit quarantine times.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. She said the face is different. We know.
I see you in red makeup. I see you as, is this a cat? A blue cat? The blue cat is fierce.
Oh, that was during COVID when I was like, I'm gonna take 2.5 hours and do a makeup.
And then is this you as like a drag king or
I like to do boy things every now and then.
cool?
I
Aw.
think this is an orange lip. It just doesn't look orange. That was my old face. I don't want to
That
talk
looks
about it.
red. I
It
could
looks
be
very red.
colorblind.
No, it does look red. I'm looking at it like that's not orange. I don't. You know, I've come a long way.
Haven't we
Jesus,
all?
girl. I mean, it's also amazing too, like how much can change in such a short period of time. You know?
It's crazy. I mean, it's just like saying we can be here one day and then not here the next. Like life can change so fast and life moves so fast. It's really hard. Not me getting, I'm about to get deep here. It's really hard to like stay present and live in the moment because as humans, we get so caught up in I guess, just our routines and we just go and go and go and go and go. And it's like, holy shit, I gotta just like sit back and take it all in.
Yeah. Then you blink and like 3 years has gone by, and you're like, what the fuck have I done?
I know, like saying COVID was 4 years ago is crazy.
It is so. It feels like it just happened.
Literally. I mean, I think we're at a point where like it at least feels like it was 2 years ago, but four, I'm like, holy fuck.
Like, what have I been doing?
Oh Lord, working hard. I
Well,
I used to live at home during COVID. I was living with my mother.
oh
And
man.
I've only ever lived with either my mother or my partner's family. So this is the first year where we live on our own. And like that right there is crazy too to think about.
Isn't it incredible though? After you get over the initial like shock of not having anyone else, it's like, oh,
Oh, I know. I was so sad when we were leaving because like all I ever knew was my mother. So I was like, girl, it was so hard that I just was like numb to it. I didn't even give a proper goodbye because I was like, if we do that whole dramatic route where I'm like, okay, this is the last time I'm leaving, like it just would have been tears. So yeah, yeah, I do love it though. I
yeah.
do love living on my own.
There's like a weird depressive phase you go through, and then after a while you're like, oh, I couldn't imagine going back to that because you get used to just having your own shit.
Yeah, we live
You
in the
know?
city now, and I think we put gas like once a month.
Wow, that's amazing.
We when we lived up north, because Houston is so big, from one interstate to the other side of the interstate, it's probably like 45 minutes to an hour. Houston is
It's
huge.
huge.
And I used to live outside of the interstate. So my drive to the gigs every day was like 35 minutes.
I used to live in Spring, Texas when I was like little bitty, like 8.
Okay, that's kind of where I was, yeah.
And I remember driving for like 2 hours and still being in Texas.
Oh no, you can drive for like 11 hours and still be in Texas.
That is crazy. I mean,
Yeah,
California's kind of the same because it's like long and skinny,
it's
but
so
I wouldn't
long.
dare,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I do want to talk about Beyonce
Beyonce. Oh, okay, let's talk. I
because
love Beyonce.
I feel like it's a very important thing to touch on.
Uh-huh.
We have to talk about the cozy video. It went
Dun dun
viral.
dun 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 dun. It kind of did, yeah.
You know?
Bum, 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 bum. I look back and I'm like, oh, I didn't know that it was gonna happen. So I wish I would have like went in on the details of the costume because we threw that costume together. My fiance makes everything that I wear. Um,
Oh, nice.
so
Same. Well,
so
my boyfriend also is a designer, so it pays to fuck your designers, ladies.
it sure does. I got lucky. I mean, if going back to the origin story, when I was starting drag, I mean, being a plus size diva, I didn't have many clothes accessible to me. I didn't know what drag was, right? So I was just buying shit from the store, and we got to the point where it was like, well, we got to start making stuff, I guess. And he was like, well, I have a sewing machine in the closet my mother gave me. He's like, why don't we try? And that was his biggest mistake because
Mm,
after he tried, and after I saw that he could do it, there was no going back.
yeah,
So
I don't remember how far into drag I was like already doing it, and we were like, wait, you have a degree in fashion. Bitch, what am I doing over here in these four-way stretch Forever 21
oh my
crazies?
God. And designer, what's his name?
My boyfriend,
Yes.
his name is Joey.
Joey. Does he have an Instagram?
He does. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, send it to me so I can follow.
Because
Um,
I'm always like, I need to, I try to make him a collaborator on all the like posts of the outfits.
mhm.
Wait, how do I? Okay. Does your partner design for other queens too, or just for you?
Yeah, he does for other people as well. He's my bro he's so like timid and shy, so he limits himself. Um, but yeah, he will every now and then, dibble and dabble for other girls.
Girls are tricky. I've seen a lot of like
I'm gonna
dumb
say
queens.
capital D.
Oh, she sews. Oh, I love. Oh my God.
Yeah, I kind of design everything and then he'll make it. It's a collaborative
Yeah,
effort. But back
that's
to
kind of how we do
Beyonce,
it.
when she dropped, when she came out with the outfit and the circle on her stomach, and I just quickly threw it together because I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna do this tonight. I was like so inspired. And then, the performance happened and we did the whole robot arms and then the video blew up and I was like, fuck, I should have went in harder on the outfit. We kind of
Well,
just it was like whatever.
it was just so fast because the tour had just started.
Yeah,
So I think the fact that you got it that good that fast is why it popped off. Because
the tour was
it
like
was
late
like,
May and I
yeah,
the video second week of June
that is crazy.
in 3 weeks time. And when I brought the idea to my boyfriend, he was like, "Girl, what? What are we doing?" I was like, "We're gonna go to Home Depot and buy this like piping, and we're gonna spray paint it. We're gonna build the arms. We're gonna build them."
Yeah, the PVC.
And he's like, "Who's gonna hold them?" And I'm like, Dancers. We'll hire
We're
dancers."
gonna get twinks. Get the twinks. We
And
have them on retainer.
we spray painted them and we rehearsed and we got, it was a fun time. That was during the summer.
That is awesome.
There
I
was
mean,
two of them. There was that one and there was the B one. The B one was so fun.
oh, I love the B one. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you get to see the show live?
I did, I did, I did, I did. I saw it live 3 times.
Did you get to go to the Houston show?
Yes, I went to both Houston shows.
So what was the third one?
I went to her birthday show in LA.
Oh my
That
God,
was,
I was there.
oh, were you?
Yes.
I was very far, but I was there.
Oh, I was in the 500s. I
I
was in the
think
parking
we
lot.
were okay. So I don't know if you TikTok was crazy during the Beyonce era, and
Mm-hmm.
every other TikTok was Beyonce, Beyonce, Beyonce. I remember like maybe 3 or 4 days before. No, I think it was the first night because she did 3 nights in LA. That
Mm-hmm.
first night, they posted some like last minute $100 seats, And they were like, this is the view. It was sickening view. You couldn't see the screen much, but you could still see her and the stage and be there. And so after that first night, we bought the tickets, we got the flight, and we flew to LA like within knowing of 2 days because of that TikTok video.
That is
We
crazy.
were like section like two something, two, I can't remember. It was way off to the side. I had
I
a
was
side.
like up like full vertigo, like
That is the
in the sky.
biggest stadium I have ever seen or been inside of.
It's huge. I don't like that it's open air though, because where I was sitting, there was like a delay from the distance. You couldn't really like hear
Oh
well.
wow. Yeah. Yeah, that stadium is fucking huge. The
Did you
birthday
see
show was
the
so special.
that was the one with Diana Ross and Kendrick
Diana.
Lamar
Hmm.
and the microphones not working? That was great.
Girl, a mess.
When they showed that in the Renaissance movie, I was like, how are they gonna edit around this? And they sure did.
Yeah, they had the mics, the mic feed.
That was crazy. I remember there was a TikTok that a girl posted where she was like, um, I'm on my way to go see Beyonce and I don't have a ticket, but I'm gonna get in the front. And she was able to like show up as the concert was starting and buy a last minute ticket for like under $200 and she was on the floor.
Yeah, no, I was so willing to try. Okay, so I didn't have a ticket for the second night in Houston. And I was like on the verge of just tears almost. And I was like, I'm gonna risk it all. I'm gonna do that as well. But then I got scared and was like, no, I can't. Like, what if it's 8 o'clock and there is no tickets and I'm stuck? So I just went ahead and bought one because my inner saboteur was like, don't do it, bitch. Just get
Well,
your ticket now.
we were up in like the nosebleeds looking at Ticketmaster, watching like all these cheaper tickets down below. And I was just like, damn. So I think next time I see a concert, I'm gonna show up and just sit in the parking lot and try to get tickets.
It's the craziest game. These ticket games are crazy nowadays.
Yeah, because if the show's about to start and people haven't sold their tickets, they're gonna drop the prices.
Very low. Yeah, yeah,
So if you're already waiting outside and you've got your silver on,
yeah.
you might as well.
That was such a fun time looking back at it now. I I don't know what is gonna happen next. Beyonce is obviously the queen of all queens. She is the mother. She, I believe, is like the Michael Jackson of our current times.
Yeah, I see
And
that.
and if this is act one, like what the fuck? Like what is act two and what is act three? Or is there,
Yes.
how many act I just this
I
bitch has
mean,
we don't know.
you never know because she hasn't confirmed that there is an act. I think that was just something that started, but she put it in the show, so I don't know.
In the booklet for the album, it says this three-part project was recorded over the 2-year span of COVID.
Oh, so she confirmed it in the booklet.
Yeah, it says three-part project, but people were like, three parts. Does that mean, did we already get it? Was it album, tour, film? But then it would have been labeled Act Two, Act Three, and it hasn't been. So
Interesting.
I'm like, she did all of this for one act. Are we going to do it all again in another? I do well believe that these three acts will span over 10 years.
At this rate, probably because she can make her money from the album and the tour, and then she'll do another fucking movie. Might as well.
Yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy what we are witnessing, and we're all going to look back at it and be like, wow,
Wow,
what a time.
we did it. And they're gonna be like, remember that drag queen who did that?
There's been so many. I mean, I wasn't the only one. I think one in like Puerto Rico did it. I think I saw one in Dallas, Texas do it.
S
There were
Titties did it, and she did a good job.
Oh, I did see hers as well. Yes, yes, yes.
I ran into her at the concert.
I did see her. She was on the floor.
Yes, I saw her. I got on an escalator, and I was like, I know this drag queen. And I saw her from the back, and I was like, S Titties. And she turned around, she was like, hey, bitch. And I was like, where are you going?
Yeah,
She
I
had,
did see her.
her fancy
She was also
seats.
on the screen that on that show.
Yeah, she's in the movie for like a second, too, I think. That was fierce.
Finishing up my wine.
Yum.
But yeah, we love Beyonce, and I look forward to whatever the fuck is in store, and I will be there, and I will be
Yeah.
purchasing.
The rumors of like each act being a different genre, and she's starting with like the dance, and then it's gonna go like country or whatever, I don't know, rock. I'm intrigued.
I was sad that we didn't get like a solid ballad on this album. When Plastic Off of the Sofa started, I said, okay, here we go. This is the ballad. But then it went into that dun, dun, dun. It went into a beat,
Oh yeah.
which that beat ended up turning into Virgo's Groove like crazy. So I wish or I hope like an R&B ballad album is something that I'm craving from her because I love her slow music.
Yeah, and she does it better than most people. Like I
Dangerously
don't
in
just listen to
Love,
ballads like that.
Dangerously in Love,
Yes.
Listen, Dance for You, Speechless, 1+1. Oh my God, 1+1.
Oh my god. Well, Resentment sent me when I first heard
Oh,
it. I was like,
Resentment.
"Oh, she's mad. Ooh,
Oh,
she's pissed."
there's this one interview where she's like, piss me off before I do something, please. It'll be that much better. And I'm like, you must be pissed off a lot because you creating some good ass shit.
Yeah, and now she doesn't do any press because she knows better.
Period.
I blame Tyra Banks. It's her fault.
There's a lot of people to blame. Oh my God, they've asked her so many dumb questions.
Did you see the clip where she's like, "I want to be a whale"?
Oh, I love that clip.
Do you
That's
remember
very
that?
early, early Beyonce.
Yeah, that was like when she was young and fun, and she would like. Remember they were all the Destiny's Child girls were all talking about what animal they would be. She's like, "I want to be a whale."
I love the one where she told the girl like, "Well, I guess you're gonna have to leave your luggage or something because you got a plane to catch." And everybody was like, "Bitch, savage."
I
She was
miss
not
those
having it.
days. I
Yeah,
still love the clip of Michelle falling on stage and Beyonce just stepped over her.
she just looked at her like, "God damn it, we knocking her pay,
She's a tip spot tonight, unfortunately. She hasn't paid her
girl."
dues. I
Beyonce.
can't. So, but did you see the Taylor Swift movie? That's what people really want to
Ay, Dios mío,
know.
lo santo. I am not a Swiftie. I do love Blank Space. I
Okay.
do love that song. Nice to meet you. Where you been? I do love that one. That one's catchy. And then I just haven't taken the time to get into anything else. I just never been a Swiftie.
I wasn't until um I think the Lover album really sent me. It took me there. But like there's something about her ability to tell a story in a song. I just live. And the production has gotten a lot better and I did enjoy the movie. I think it's worth watching.
Maybe I should give some time to it, but I was a full-on Beyonce stan for the past, what, 6 months?
I think I did like the Beyonce movie slightly better than Taylor Swift because the outfits were definitely a lot better than Taylor
Mm,
Swift
mm, mm.
and her
Was it the
flats.
same? Was it a docu-style or was it straight concert?
No, Taylor Swift was just concert, which I would have liked to see more of the behind the scenes.
I wish, okay, see, I wish Beyonce was a straight concert just because of how good it was. And some of the best parts were the interludes, like the parts where she's changing and there's like shit on the screen.
Yeah,
And that wasn't really included in the film for the sake of, I guess, time or including the behind the scenes stuff. But I still wish, and a lot of people wish we just got like a straight concert.
I love. Did you remember the clip when the power goes out during Alien Superstar?
Hmm.
Like right at the lyric where he talks about they're conducting a test of the system, and her person backstage was like, "We could change if you want,"
Yeah, that was
and
fierce.
she's like,
Oh,
"Let's do it."
that was such a good, yeah, I love that
That
bit that
was
they
so
did.
cunty.
I mean, who else other than Beyonce just having outfits on deck that you can change
Honestly,
like that?
that's the first time I think an artist has changed costumes every single show.
Yeah, I mean, the bar has been raised completely. Like, who the fuck is gonna, she's gonna be the only one that can top it.
Yeah, I don't know, like the design and the fitting and all that. Like, how did they physically get that? And then to travel with all those garments, that's because it's dancers too.
I did love how they kept the staple pieces though, because they knew like that's what the fans love, like the bee outfit, the Mugler Bumblebee,
Oh yeah,
like
you can't just get rid of
that was
that.
fierce. Um, I also kind of wish they kept the circle on her stomach for like the end of the tour because I felt like she
Oh
opened
yeah.
the show with that, so it became like a staple piece. And but then obviously like the hands never changed regardless
Oh, the
of what
jumpsuit.
show.
Yes.
Yeah, the hands was
She
another
had
state.
like the red one, but it was always the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah, I remember sitting on we were so far off on the side of the show. No one knew that she was going to do her red hands, but like I said, we were so far off to the side, we could see the dancers changing. And
Oh.
one of the dancers ran off the stage to like the porta potty that was on the side, and she was wearing a red hands outfit. And I was like, red hands, what the fuck? Like, she hasn't worn that yet. I was like, is she about to come out in red? And then sure enough, bitch, within like 5 to 10 minutes, the seashell opened and there she was
The clam.
in a red hand outfit. Crazy.
I love that part of the show with the clam.
I love the beat that it opens with. It's so
Yes.
magical.
I just love Virgo's groove. That shit like sends me.
Oh,
It's
it's
so
so
good.
magical, so magical. I want a live album so bad, but I don't know if we're gonna get it.
You know what? The gays are gonna eat whatever they're fed, and they're gonna like it, because that's
We're
Beyonce.
gonna have to rip the music off of the film if we ever get it on streaming or whatever because I need it.
Yeah, she has to do a live album. I mean, she's Beyonce. Like
I
she
just
has
like
the voice.
how much longer are we gonna wait?
Maybe she'll do like a giant album of all three tours.
That's gonna be crazy.
It'll be like 700 tracks.
Girl, I just when these three acts are done, it's like what like that's it. She can retire after that.
Yeah, she could have retired years ago, but she's still doing it.
No, I think she's gonna do these three acts, mic drop, and then disappear forever and then come back when she's like 60.
I'd be down for that. I would see her at 60.
Oh my God, so would I.
I would see her do like a Park and Bark show where she just does like standing and sings ballads and shit. I'd see that.
Okay, so honestly, her Dubai show, were you familiar with that?
Oh
She
yes, somebody finally put all the footage out, and it's really good.
she was it was a lot of standing because she was fresh off of that knee surgery. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but Mama still had to catch her $24 million check. So she did the
Yes.
show and it was a lot of standing and a lot of no moving, which was so different to see. But it was also really, really nice. The production was great. The dancing
Yeah.
was great. A lot of the work came from the dancers, obviously besides her voice. But I don't, yeah, I would pay buckets of money to see a ballad show from Beyonce.
She said we gotta pay for these costumes, honey. Get Dubai on
I
the
mean,
phone.
even when she's not moving, she's gonna offer you everything else,
Yes.
visually, musically, everything.
I saw Gaga's jazz show in Vegas, and that
Hmm.
was, I think, on the same level or better than most of the arena pop show, like pop star concerts I've seen. It was
Oh, I
incredible.
bet. Yeah, I bet.
But I need Beyonce to do like that, like an intimate. She did it years ago, but she needs to
Hmm.
do it now with like ballad versions of all the bops.
There's she did a recording, right, in Vegas.
It was at the Win, I think. That was where I first saw her sing Resentment live, and I was like, oh,
She did a version of Sweet Dreams into Dangerously in Love into Sweet Love by Anita Baker. My God, that version.
yes.
Oh, so good.
That's when she sang You Oughta Know by Alanis Morissette in that same
Yeah.
show.
Hmm.
That was
Yeah.
great.
I was like, she'll do it again, but Beyonce's so smart about there's a time and place.
Oh
And
yeah.
so she's gonna give it to us before she leaves and before she leaves this world.
Oh my god. Can you believe we're about to leave the world because our time is running out?
Oh shit. Time flies.
Segways. See how good I am at just like
Yes. Transitions.
transition.
Transitions.
It's not enough to wear a flat wig and no makeup. Transition now. I
Get
can't.
with the program.
Girl, somebody, okay, before we go, I had somebody from one of the promoters for Continental looked at me once and said, "Girl, you don't want to do Continental? You could do my prelim. I'll be your promoter. And I was just like, you think I'm gonna go to Chicago and get on stage with those girls with my eyebrow up here,
Yeah.
and they're gonna be like, fierce?
Book
Absolutely not.
her. Give her the crown.
They're gonna be like, book her a flight home
She's
immediately. Spirit.
Oh my God.
No,
Do you get flight anxiety?
not really. I take a bunch of sleeping medicine and I don't remember a thing.
Oh my God, maybe I need to do that because fuck, I have the worst. I just have fears of like everything that could go wrong and my mind spirals. The minute we take off, I'm like, fuck, this is
No.
it. This is the end.
Well, what calms me down is knowing that the statistic of you getting into a car accident are exponentially higher than a plane because there's nothing else in the sky for you to hit.
Hmm.
So that makes me feel a little better because it's like in cars, there's accidents every 5 seconds, but in planes, they rarely ever have anything go on that's wrong. So, but also NyQuil.
Yeah. I did do it once. It was an early flight from New York to Houston, and I took some sleeping, bitch, and finally had knocked. It's really hard for me to fall asleep on a plane, but that one flight,
Yeah,
I was out.
I need to get one of those neck pillows and just.
I dread the day that I have to do like a anything over 6 hours.
Oh yeah, that I would want like one of those beds
I'm
for
gonna
my
like
back.
major, major sleeping medication.
Yeah, I fantasized one day about like having an overseas gig and getting to lay down flat on the plane.
Just have a full-on meal, watch a
Yes.
movie, and knock out.
And just take my little dream water and just pass away.
I mean, I've heard of like 18-hour flights, like where, like just crazy shit,
Girl,
like
they
right?
have showers. It's
That's a
crazy.
whole day in a plane.
Yeah,
That's scary.
no. But you know what's not scary? Instagram. Will you tell the people of the internet where they can find you online? See what I did there?
Yes, they can find me at Reign LaRue, ReigNLarue. I'm also on Twitter and TikTok, but I don't really use those as much as I use my Instagram. So definitely they can catch all the good shit on my Insta.
Yes, all of it will be linked down below. So tap all
Yes.
the links. You don't even have to type it, you just click them. See how
Oh,
easy it
period.
is.
Yeah.
Baby.
2024, baby.
Yes. You can follow the podcast at HeyGirlPod on Instagram. That's HeyGurlPod. You can follow me at Jordan Jayro everywhere. That's JordanJayro. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on TikTok. You can call me at 424-431-1456. All of your voicemails will be revealed in a future episode. You know?
Your real number?
No, I have like a fake
Oh,
number that I use.
I was like,
Imagine.
bitch, giving out your number. Oh my God.
Oh my God. No, unfortunately, that's not my real number and I will not answer the phone, but you can leave a voicemail.
Gotcha. Okay, let me go leave a voicemail. I'll change my voice. You don't know it's me. It'll be
I
your
can't
number.
wait. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for chatting with me. This was so fun. I hope to see you
You, I
soon.
enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Thank you for having me, and I hope we get to meet in person one day.
Very soon. What else? I guess that's all. Thank you all so much for listening, and until next time, have a fabulous life. Bye bye. Audience. Bye.